First up is Aaron Ramsdale. Moment of madness in the first half. He almost gave away a goal, but you do expect that because of the way we play from the back. And I think our second goal was literally playing from the back. So mistakes are going to happen. It didn't really cost us. And he also made a very good save in the second half. So I'm going to give him a 7. He kept a clean sheet. No problem with him at all. He's still going to be a goalkeeper next season. Keep on doing your thing, Ramsdale. Keep on doing your thing. Let's go to the centre-backs. Gabriel and Saliba. Gabriel is defending. He's scoring our goals as well in the other box. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. What a player, man. What a player. I know I've seen people saying 2 months ago, Arsenal cannot win a league title with Gabriel at the back. I cannot wait for them to be proved wrong. They don't watch Gabriel every day. We watch Gabriel. We know he can be rushed sometimes. We know all of that. But, in terms of defending, he's improving every single season. Last season, he had a very good season, but he's even better this season. 8 out of 10 for him. Fantastic player. I cannot wait to see more coming from him. 8 out of 10. He rested against Sporting. He was fresh today. Things you'll have to see. 8 out of 10. Next to him, Saliba. I had written 7, but then he made that last-minute tackle, and I just decided, I'm going to give him an 8. Because that tackle that he made, goodness me, man. Let me take a look at his stats, but that tackle that he made was fantastic, man. Absolutely fantastic. The pace as well that both of them show. There's a time we had Matasaka who could not run to save his life and everything, but he could not run. So when I see Saliba and Gabriel back there, players who can run, and then I remember the likes of Lichtsteiner who could not run, I just smile. Saliba had 7 clearances today. 7 clearances. He blocked 2 shots as well. He won 5 out of the 6 ground duels he had. He made 4 tackles. I'm even confusing myself because the numbers are so good. 7 clearances, 4 tackles, 2 blocked shots. William Saliba. Fantastic once again, man. Absolutely fantastic. 5 out of 6 ground duels won, 90% accurate passes. He even ran to the midfield and had a shot for himself too. He could have scored from that. He literally dribbled past a player in midfield and shot the ball. 8 out of 10. They're even lucky, they're unlucky that I didn't give them more than that. It should probably even be more than that. 8 out of 10 for Gabriel and Saliba. The fullbacks didn't have a lot to do, but they did their things. In Zinchenko, I'm going to give him a 7, if you can even call him a fullback, whichever position he plays, man. He's like a number 10, basically. He won the aerial duel that he had to deal with, 100%, 94% accurate passes. He attempted 4 long balls, the passes, the long passes. He attempted 4 of them. 4 of them landed on an Arsenal player. 100% success rate. 7 out of 10 for Zinchenko. What a player once again. Man City reject, why are Arsenal signing Zinchenko? Arteta is not good enough. Why are we signing players from Man City who do not even play? Yeah, thank goodness you're not the manager. 7 out of 10 for Zinchenko today. Ben White as well, 7 out of 10. You love to see it when he was coming off, the fans clapping, singing his songs. What a player as well. Ben White and Tomiyasu always say, I don't really care who plays. I'm okay with any of them. Whoever plays well and good. 2 out of 5 ground duels. He made a clearance as well. 89% accurate passes. 2 out of 3 long balls. It was just a decent performance. He kept a clean sheet. He wasn't as good as Gabriel and Saliba, but 7 out of 10 for him. Hopefully that is fair enough. Ramsdale 7, Zinchenko 7, White 7, Gabriel 8, Saliba 8. Midfield. Thomas Partey is a Rolls Royce in that midfield, Like in the first half, if you watch that game, it's a lot of attacking. So you don't really see Partey unless you watch him. But when you see him in the second half, the way he just nutmegs people, the way he gets out of tight positions. The reason why you don't even see him is because he's so comfortable in midfield. The reason we don't have the other teams attacking a lot, like today, Fulham could not pass the midfield most of the times, especially in the first half, is because Thomas Partey is there. You cannot get past him. 8 out of 10 for him. What a player. I am really praying, please, can he be fit until the end of the season? Because if he's fit, our chances of winning the league title literally improve from whatever it is right now, if it's a 7 or whatever, to a straight 10. If this guy is fit until the end of the season, we are definitely going to be there. We are definitely going to be celebrating in May. What a player. 8 out of 10. So comfortable on the ball, nothing to worry about on parties. They're whenever Sometimes the opponent is running in midfield, and then I look on the right side and Thomas Partey is there. And I just look at my phone. I'm like, yeah, Thomas Partey is going to intercept that one. No need, nothing like, oh my goodness, they're going to go try and score this one. Nah, I'm like, Thomas Partey is there. I can have a cup of tea now. I can have a sip. Thomas Partey will definitely get that interception. And that is exactly what he did today. Let's take a look at his stats. He attempted 2 crosses, Thomas Partey. He's not supposed to be crossing the ball, but he attempted 2 crosses. He attempted 4 dribbles. Thomas Partey is playing like Robin, man. He attempted 4 dribbles. He completed 4 of them, 4 dribbles. He literally went past his opponents 4 to 4 times. 6 out of 9 ground duels won. He made 2 clearances, 2 interceptions, 2 tackles, 1 blocked shot. He won 2 out of the 2 aerial duels that he had. Thomas Partey, man. Well, how does that song of him go again? I can't remember, but whatever it is, they should make a remix of it. What a player. 8 out of 10 for Thomas Partey. The real best midfielder in the league. Not the other one who's getting red cards every day. Nah, this is the real one. Yeah, tell those guys from Manchester, this is the real best defensive midfielder in the league. Not the other one who's getting us to make tackles and get red cards every single day. Nah. 8 out of 10 for Thomas Partey. Granit Xhaka, he should have scored today. He had a few opportunities to score. I'm going to give him a 7 because there's a couple of times we were passing the ball in midfield. The way he was flicking the ball, so comfortable on the ball. These days, there's no one talking about, Xhaka is absolutely crap, sell him. Now, no one is saying that. And also, these days, this last season or 2 seasons ago, Xhaka would probably get a silly yellow card in a game like this. These days, can't even remember the last time Xhaka got a yellow card. I can't even remember because these days he knows how to position himself. He knows when to tackle. He knows how to remain disciplined. He doesn't mess. These days, I see other Arsenal players arguing, and Xhaka is the one to go and remove them and telling them, calm down. Xhaka, the one who used to have to remove him from situations. He's the one removing other players from situations and telling other people, calm down. Granit Xhaka, showing his leadership once again. These days, he even gets the captaincy and no one complains because of how much he's resurrected his Arsenal career. So good, man. 7 out of 10. He should have scored. He had a couple of opportunities to score, but that is the only thing I'm complaining about. Everything else for me, it was good. He made 1 key pass. I think he's the one who gave the pass to Trossard for one of the goals. He had a shot on target as well. I think we got a corner from that we scored from the Gabriel goal. He attempted 1 dribble as well. He completed it. 2 out of 5 ground duels. He made a tackle as well in midfield. He made a clearance. 7 out of 10 for Xhaka. Nothing to complain about. Obviously, he can be better, but I think today was absolutely okay. Nothing to complain about. And then we talk about the other midfield. He promised me we are going to win the title. He told me we are going to win the title, and I believe in him. He looked very confident when I asked him that question. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 for today. I cannot wait, man. If Odegaard lifts that Premier League title, oh, goodness me. I think that day we'll be in tears, If that actually happens, we'll be in tears. Odegaard and Xhaka lifting the Premier League title. Odegaard gets an 8 out of 10. You see that goal that he scored? That is just absolutely... it's so disrespectful to the defenders because when the ball got to his right foot, he should have shot it. But no, he cut to his left foot. He should have shot at that time. He didn't. He cut again back to his left foot. And what a finish, man. What an absolute finish, man. What a captain. Captain fantastic. The real captain fantastic. The best Norwegian in the league. What a player. 8 out of 10 for him. And even in the second half, the time we were passing the ball around, every single build-up, he's always involved. You cannot have Arsenal creating chances or passing the ball in midfield well without Odegaard there. He's always there contributing as well. And he did have a few chances to even get an assist. I think he created a few chances today. Let me just see. And he also got a yellow card when he was supposed to get a yellow card. That was a good foul. He scored a goal. He had 2 key passes. He completed 2 out of the 3 long balls that he had. 2 tackles in midfield. 2 tackles in midfield. Ozil was great, but Ozil would never make 2 tackles in midfield, He would never make that. Nah. Odegaard 8 out of 10. What a captain, what a player. And I would admit it that I was one of those. I usually say I've never said that out, but when I'm wrong, I usually say I'm wrong. Like when you were about to sign Odegaard, I said we should be signing Maddison. You'll never hear me say that again. Never. Maddison is good, but Odegaard is even better, man. 8 out of 10 for Martin Odegaard. Look at him. What a captain. Look at how everyone is smiling, man. What a time to be an Arsenal fan. 8 out of 10 for him. Let's go to the forward players. Let's start with the guy who was playing on the left side, Gabi. Martinelli gets an 8. I wanted everyone to score today. You know, if Jesus scored, every Gabriel would have scored today. That would have been sins to have every Gabriel scoring. But Martinelli gets an 8 out of 10. This guy plays every single day. He doesn't get tired. These days he's also scoring every single day, you know. Against Sporting, when he was running past like 4 or 5 players, he could have scored that. These days, his confidence has gone even triple like the Martinelli that we had in the beginning of the season. These days, it looks like he can score every single game, whether he plays on the left side as a striker. His confidence is back up. Since he was dropped against Aston Villa, he was left on the bench for that game. Since he came back from that game, he's been a totally different player. It's like he was sending a message to Arsenal fans and to Arteta: never put me on the bench again. I am Gabriel Martinelli. I am from Brazil. I am from the favelas. You know, football was made in the favelas. Don't ever drop me, man. Don't ever drop me. And I don't think you can ever drop him again. What a player. What a fantastic player. 8 out of 10. He had a goal. He scored from a header, you know. It's like he's Giroud. He's scoring from a header in the cross, in the box. He also had 2 blocked shots. He could have had a couple more. He had 2 shots on target today. He had 1 key pass, 2 out of 4 long balls completed, and Martinelli is just Martinelli. 8 out of 10. Now, I was debating what to give Saka, because I don't feel like he was not the Saka that we know from today. Actually, to be honest, if we are going to compare him to everyone else on the pitch, I think Saka was the one who didn't really do a lot. Out of all the 11 players, I think Saka was the one who would get a least rating. But I don't want to give anyone 5 and 6 when you won such a comfortable game, and he was involved in all the passing as well and creating chances. He didn't get an assist or a goal. Actually, let me check his stats before I give him a rating for today, Saka, because I feel like everyone else did a lot, and he wasn't that involved. I actually would have subbed him off early for him to rest, because if the game is done, the first player usually wants subbed off his party, and the second one is Saka. I usually want them out completely because of the injuries. But he won 5 out of 13 ground duels. He was fouled as always. He's always fouled, some stupid fouls. He made 2 tackles today. He had a key pass as well. Didn't really have any shots or too many created chances or anything like that. So I'm going to give him a 7, yes, but it's a 7 going down to a 6.5. I think everyone else, especially in the front 6, everyone else was better than him today. Nothing against Saka. It's actually a good thing. Saka doesn't play well and you still win 3-0. There's a time if Saka doesn't play well, we are not going to score a goal. Even 2 seasons ago, even last season, if Saka doesn't play well or Smith Rowe doesn't play well last season, you're not going to score a goal. These days, it doesn't matter. If Saka doesn't play well, it's fine. We have 10 other players who can play well, including the goalkeeper, so it's totally fine. 7 out of 10 for Saka. He can be better for sure, but I'm happy he didn't get any injury and he got subbed off in the 70th minute. He needs a rest somewhere. I don't know where we are going to rest him, but he needs a rest somewhere. I don't know where he's going to be rested, but somewhere he needs to be. He can't be rested against Sporting because we need to win. Hopefully he can, I don't know, Crystal Palace, can you really rest him? Now that Trossard is back and Jesus is back, maybe we can rest him. Maybe against Crystal Palace, but I can't see it happening. The problem for me is that if he gets picked for England, I have not seen the squad yet. He's going to play all games for England, so he's going to come back even more tired. So 8 out of 10 or 7 out of 10 for Saka. One more rating up front. Oh, it's this guy, you know. It's this guy. Oh, what a performance! My goodness, 3 assists. You know, it's like De Bruyne playing for Arsenal. He's like Xavi playing for Arsenal. It's like Fabregas back in the day getting all those assists for Van Persie and Adebayo. Absolutely fantastic Trossard for today. And it's not just take the ball here and just cross the ball. No, it's not those simple crosses, you know. It's like he gets the ball and he cuts to his right foot and then he cuts back to his left foot and then he dribbles past the right back and he puts in the cross with his weaker foot, with his left foot. You know, it's not like an easy cross to make. No, he doesn't do easy. Trossard is absolutely fantastic, man. He was unlucky not to score. He could have had like a goal and 4 assists today. I think he passed the ball to Xhaka in the first half, and Xhaka had that one-on-one chance, which I think he didn't get to it, or the goalkeeper saved. That could have been the 4th assist for him in the first half. I don't think anyone has ever done that in Premier League history, getting 4 assists in the league in one half. So that would have been crazy. And I think the record for getting assists in the Premier League is 4. I think the most people assist someone has gotten in a game is 4. So he was so close to equaling that record. But what a performance from Trossard. What a signing. I am going to give him 9 out of 10. And I 100% agree with you. Man of the match. I'm not even going to ask who's the man of the match now. He's, unless you have a different opinion. But for me, even the second half, we didn't score, yes, but all these guys were still creating chances and getting involved. That was so good. That is one of the best half performance I've seen from an Arsenal player. That was an unstoppable 45 minutes. He's supposed to be the striker today, but he's putting crosses from the left. He was putting in very dangerous crosses as well. 25 million when other people are signing players for 100 million. So good. And he also had an assist against Leicester. He also had a goal against Brentford. He also had a goal against Leicester that was disallowed. Like, the impact is there right away. That is why when you sign players from the Premier League, like directly from the Premier League, things are going to work out for you right away. And Trossard is one of those guys. 9 out of 10. What a performance. Absolutely happy to have him as an Arsenal player. Now, the thing is, Martinelli played really well today. Trossard played really well today. Jesus is back. Nketiah is probably back next week. So what do you do? Like, let's say after the international break, like, you can't drop, like, Sporting this week. That is the bigger game this week. Sporting this week, what do you do? Do you drop Trossard? Can you really put him on the bench after such an unbelievable game? Do you start Jesus? Do you start Nketiah if he's back? Do you start Saka once again? Do you put Saka on the bench and start Trossard on the right side? What do you do, man? And when everyone is fit, what do you do with Trossard? That's an unbelievable player to have on the bench. You know, what a guy, man. 9 out of 10 for today. Substitutions. Nelson came on. I think he did okay. 6 out of 10. He did lose the ball a couple of times. But in fact, right before I do that, I wanted to take a look at Trossard's stats. He had 4 key passes today. He also created 2 big chances. And he also had a shot on target, shot off targets, 3 assists. Fantastic, man. Let's talk about the subs now. I gave Nelson a 6. He did lose the ball a couple of times, but he still gave the fullbacks a couple of headaches here and there. And he was trying to give Jesus an assist, which I appreciate. Tierney, I'm going to give him a 6. Came on for Zinchenko. Was it Zinchenko, right? Yes, he came on for Zinchenko, obviously. He made a clearance. He also, I think, made an interception or something. So nothing to complain about for Tierney. I really wish that you can convince him to stay at Arsenal. The feeling is that he's not going to be here next season because he wants to play first-team football. But if you convince Tierney to stay when you have such a good squad and you have such a good bench as well, he had 100% in terms of accurate passes when he came on. He attempted a cross as well. He had 2 ground duels. He won both of them. Just imagine you take out Zinchenko and you bring on Tierney. That would be so good. And if we can convince him that next season we have Champions League, there's a lot of big games. It's not just you're going to play Carabao Cup or anything. No, you're going to contribute in the Champions League, contribute in the league. If you can convince him to stay, it would be good. But I have a feeling he won't be here anyway. Hopefully he will, though. He's a very good player. It's unfortunate that he got injuries. Because if Tierney never got injuries, probably Zinchenko would never be an Arsenal player, and Tierney would be the guy playing right now at left back if it wasn't for injuries. But well, 6 out of 10 for today. I think Fabio Vieira was good when he came on. I was even so close to give him a 7, but I'm going to give him a 6. The pass to Jesus, fantastic. The way he was running from midfield, energy, everything. He was just on for 12 minutes. 100% accurate passes. He created a chance for Jesus. Fantastic, 6 out of 10. Jesus himself, I'm going to give him 6 out of 10. I'm so happy for him to come back. So happy to see him back. I cannot wait for him to get back to 100% full fitness. And Tomiyasu also came on, so 6 out of 10. He came on for Ben White. Mikel Arteta, I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. 3-0. Game done in the first half. Clean sheet, fantastic. First time we scored 3 goals in the first half, this season, in the first half. Number 5, he gave the opportunity to the likes of Jesus, Vieira, Nelson, Tierney. I think he made the subs at the right time. Maybe Saka would have taken him off early, but I think that was okay as well. And that is our 9th clean sheet away from home. 9 clean sheets. There's a couple of years where we went the whole season without keeping clean sheets away from home. So we are keeping 9 clean sheets out of 13 games. Fantastic from Arteta as well. 9 out of 10 for today.